Good morning, everyone. This is my watch list for Tuesday, August 18th. All right, so what happened yesterday? SPY broke the 775. Remember, I posted the chart and I talked about it in the pre-market yesterday. If SPY breaks 775, it's going to sell. And it did. We went all the way down to 772 where we closed. That's what I said. If you guys remember, I said if we break 775, next level is 772. We broke that and we gapped down today. We're still gapping down. However, we gapped down right into demand. Okay, so 768, this was this area back here from August 6th. It's also the pre-market low. We can look for shorts on SPY if we lose 768 today, okay? Because then I have nothing. If we lose 768, my next level is 760, okay? We can also look for pop and fades off that 772, all right, which was the level that I said. It was also yesterday's close, okay? So we can look for shorts off 772, or we can look for shorts below 768, okay? But the fact that we lost 775, this should just turn into a bearish trend at this point, okay? Especially if we lose 768, we're going to go at least back to 760, okay? I think we're going to go much lower than that, but let's see what happens. QQQ, same thing. Remember I said 734? That was the previous high from Friday and Thursday, right? We failed immediately below it, retested and failed. This actually probably was the best short of the day, just shorting that 734. Once we failed below it, the retest of that short, the retest of that level was the best short of the day, and Qs are gapping down 1%. We're even back below that 728, that big supply, okay? This was the supply from back here, and then we held that level here on Friday. Okay, so now we can look for retest shorts at 728. If we get back to 728 today, let's look for retest short. I don't know if that'll happen. That's a big move, right? 722, 728 is a big move. I don't know if that'll happen. If it does, I'll look for shorts back at that level, okay? If not, maybe you could just look for a pre-market breakdown below 720. Let's see what happens. Apple, this was great. I mentioned this yesterday below 305. This was just about name selection, right? I wound up going with Nvidia. Nvidia was a bit choppier. Apple, the 305 breakdown was much cleaner. Made a $2 move into 303. Today it's reclaiming that, all right? Now, I don't know if I want to take this long since market is weak, but the fact that we reclaim 305 is bullish, is as long as it holds 305 at this point, right? If we sell back below, then it's bearish again. I like other names better today though. I actually made trade SPY today. I know I haven't been wanting to trade SPY recently. I made trade it today. AMD broke above the 500 and now we're back below. We fell back below 500. We're within the range again. Okay, so this is now bearish again as long as we're below 500. Amazon, we bounced off the 258. Remember I mentioned this yesterday? That's that hourly daily level. 258 we bounced off of and made a move back into 261.50. Let's see what happens today at that same level. If we lose it, then I don't really have anything back down to 252, okay? If we do a little wick and reclaim, then this is still a long, all right? We're still sitting at demand on Amazon. Let's see how we react to that 258 today. Meta is back below the 577, 580. That's the big level. This is bearish for me as long as we're below 580. Netflix, not doing much, honestly. Look at this. We dropped back below that. This previous resistance, we failed back below, and now we held the 75, so that's good. Yeah, I just don't like this chart today, guys. I like PLTR chart much better today. I think we're going to either get this demand bounce very soon. It's been consolidating for a week now. So we're either going to get this demand bounce at 164, or it's just going to break over 180 and we'll get a big squeeze into like 187, 188, right? So PLTR, I think it'll make a move soon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of consolidation. We're either going to get that bounce or we're going to get the breakout soon. So let's keep an eye on PLTR today. Nvidia, I should have just swung shorts on this. I've been watching the tape Thursday, Friday. I told you guys this was weak. This name was exhausted. Even yesterday, we caught a scalp over 227, but it couldn't even hold 227. That's how weak it was, right? So wound up failing and then closed right at 225, my big level. And now today it's gapping down 2%. Yeah, this would have been a great swing on shorts, but all good. We can take the retest short today, right? Intraday, if we get a pop back into that 224.50, let's take this short on Nvidia. Let's take that reject, okay? Otherwise, we have demand at 217. If we just make a move into 217, then we actually could potentially take bounces either at 217 or 214. Those are my two bounce levels. Those are my two demand levels on Nvidia, right? And then Tesla. So we failed the 342 was that, what's it called? Gap fill. This was the gap fill level, right? 342. We failed back below, and now we're just at this trend line. Okay, bam, bam, bam. I'll remove this so you can see it clear. There you go. We're just back at the trend line. This looks weak to me, guys. The fact that we failed the gap fill and now we're gapping down today. If we break below this trend line, I think this is just gonna sell. Okay, so we can look for shorts today. Let's let it lose at least the pre-market lows like 332, and then we can look for shorts on Tesla. All right. So that's my watch for today. I actually may trade SPY, honestly. I haven't been trading it. I've been focusing on Nvidia, Amazon, individual names, but today I'm really watching SPY. Either that pop and fade 772 or below 768 for shorts. Okay, I like the value here today. It looks really clean. All right, I'll see you guys on live.